Arizona Standards HS. CS. HS.1 describe levels of abstraction and interactions between application software, system software, and hardware layers. HS. DA. S.2 evaluate the trade-offs in how and where data is stored. The students will need to identify the following skills. 1. Understand the definition of hardware and its usage. 2. Understanding the definition of software and its usage. 3. Understand the components of a computer system's functionality as input, processor, memory, and output. 4. Decide which form of storage is better for their purpose. Formative assessment questions and misconceptions. Question 1. Compare your body to a computer system. Name 5 parts that would be considered hardware. Now write 5 parts that work very much the same way for a computer. Remember, if you can touch it, it is hardware. Example. The gray matter of the brain is like the motherboard. Bloom's level, evaluation. Misconception. There could be many misconceptions, but the main one is the CPU is software. How to address this misconception? The functionality of the CPU is software running on the hardware, but the CPU is hardware. Remember, if you can touch it, it is hardware. Question 2. Write the opposite of the following computer devices of the computer system. For example, if I write an input device, you will write the output device that correlates. Bloom's level, evaluation. Microphone, speaker, keyboard, camera, download, mouse. Misconception. There will be many misconceptions in numerous of ways. Many I would had never thought possible. How to address this misconception? I will take them one at a time and address them in a way one hopes the students will answer the question correctly. The expectation is the students will understand how the computer system is a system of functions that work together very much like our body is a system that works together. Question 3. Name 3 different types of memory. Then write what scenario these types would be good for. Example, cassette tape would be good for long-term storage. Bloom's level, evaluation. Misconception. The cloud storage is always the best place to store data. How to address this misconception? The cloud is a convenient place to store data, but it is not always the best. There are many types of storage for a reason. Storage is not a one-size-fits-all. Formative assessment strategy 1. Look at a gamification application the students enjoy. I enjoy creating the questions for the game. When I see the screen turn green with every correct response, it is fantastic. The students receive immediate feedback when they get the answer wrong. After the 7-minute game is over, we as a class go over the questions and look at the data. We discuss any misconceptions they may have. Formative assessment strategy 2. Question at the door. Our school requires the students to drop their phone in a box as they enter class. To retrieve the phone, they are asked a question about the topic being taught that day. Then the answer is discussed. This is a great way for me to have a little one-on-one with the students. Formative assessment strategy 3. Sticky note questions. At the end of class 1, ask the students to write a problem they had on a sticky note and post it on the whiteboard. When they post the note on the board, they are asked to look over the other notes. If they have an answer for any question, then take the note and speak up. Tell the class what your thoughts are. It is okay to be wrong. This is how we learn.
My name is Denise Pierce, and I would like to introduce to you, if you don't know it already, Blooket. Blooket is my favorite gamification formative assessment tool, and I'll show you why. So when it populates, you'll see my assessments, my tests that I've created, and this is the one that I talked about today. So in this quiz, our assessment, I have 85 questions. And all these questions are about the functionality of computers. You have input, processor, memory, and output. And so I have the questions here. One is correct. And then I have a picture here for those who are visual learners. And back over here. And you could put You can put as many questions as you want. I have 85 questions. I can go back to the history. And when you have the history, let's see, go back to when they first started playing this game, which is, and they got 83% correct. You can take a look at the data. We can go through the data after the assessment, and as the children are playing, if they get it wrong, immediately they get the correct answer shown to them. It's an excellent tool. And with this 83%, I realized that my students were ready to go on to the next project, understanding they understand the basic means of functionality of a computer. And I'd like to share with you this: the 5 benefits of bringing gamification to your classroom. So gamification boosts engagement. Gamification increases motivation, which I have seen is very positive. Immersion, achievement, and social factors. Gamification nurtures the growth of the mindset, and gamification makes learning visible. It's a wonderful tool, and I hope that you will investigate it and maybe use it in your classroom. Hope you have a good evening. Bye.